Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My husband and I recently got back from a Walt Disney World trip. We went for 4 days, just the two of us, for our 15-year wedding anniversary. So I'm going to make a video today about all of the fun things we did on our adults only trip, and a lot of it is outside of the parks. So when we planned the trip, we were kind of thinking like, are we gonna have enough to do to fill the time, which is a silly question. At Disney World, we had plenty to do. So if you are looking for some ideas for an adults only trip, or even like a resort day, or a trip that you're not going to be spending all of your time in the parks, then I hope I can give you some good ideas of what to do. Okay, the first thing that we did on our adults only trip was made food and dining a really high priority. Our kids are really picky eaters, so we knew this is our chance. Since they're not going to be with us this trip, they weren't going to be with us this trip, we knew that this was our chance to eat at all those places that they are too picky to eat. So I always think that's probably one of the number one things you can do outside of the parks or on an adults only trip. Please excuse me being out of breath because I'm 23 weeks pregnant now. I'm very short and I'm running out of space for my lungs. But anyway, I say that in all of my videos lately. But yeah, you can use this as a chance to go to all of those places at the resorts that you haven't tried yet, all those restaurants, I mean. There are so many places to eat at Disney World, or you could go to Disney Springs too and check out some of those places. Some of our favorite places to eat outside of the parks, we haven't done a ton of restaurants, but we've done a few that I think are really great and definitely worth checking out. First of all, and I've talked about this before, but the restaurants that we ate at Animal Kingdom Lodge were excellent. So Sanaa was really good with their bread service. Boma is a buffet and they had really, really good food too. So that was great. And some of our favorite places at Disney Springs are Polite Pig. That's just quick service, but they have excellent food. Homecoming, that is probably one of my number one restaurant picks. Boathouse is excellent, especially if you like seafood. What else? I even like Earl of Sandwich. I love their like holiday sandwich. I haven't eaten there in a long time, but if you want something quick, that is really good too. One of our best dining experiences we've ever had was at California Grill, which is at the Contemporary. It's a restaurant that's basically at the top of the Contemporary, and we had reservations. It was about 15 minutes before fireworks. And if you're not familiar, you can go out on the balcony and have like a perfect view of all of Magic Kingdom. It's so beautiful. And then you can stand out there and watch the fireworks too. So it was an amazing view, and it's so great to be out there by yourself with just a few people around you, space to breathe with this beautiful view of the fireworks, because that's not what you get when you're in the middle of Main Street USA, that's for sure. So yeah, that was great, especially if you're going as a couple and wanting to celebrate, or even not, we were celebrating our anniversary, but that was a really special experience. I feel like it was one of those top Disney things that we've ever done. So highly recommend that. But do some research and check out all of the different resorts. And there are a lot of unique places to eat and lots of things to try. So that's always fun on an adults only trip. Another thing that might be a good idea on your trip, and it's kind of obvious, but shopping. We obviously spent a lot of time at Disney Springs. We went there 2 different days and we checked out a lot of the gift shops. We love World of Disney. You can spend tons of time in there. It's huge. There's a really cute toy store. I think it's called Once Upon a Toy. And we've gotten a lot of cute little gifts and puzzles and stuff for our kids there. That one's fun. And then really close to that is the Christmas shop. I'm not exactly sure the exact name, but that I always have to check that out every time. We usually get an ornament every year for our Christmas tree. So yeah, I mean, there are tons of places. The Co-op, I can't remember the exact name. I'll put it at the bottom, but that store has a lot of unique stuff. And I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's either Uniqlo or Uniqlo. I've heard it pronounced both ways, but it's almost like, it almost reminds me of like Old Navy. They have a lot of great just like t-shirts and clothes like that. Some of it is Disney themed, some of it is not, but it's where you're gonna get like the bargain things, and it's pretty good quality too. We've bought some clothes there as well. I always like to hit that up. And then all of the gift shops, like at the different resorts, also have, it seems like every resort has kind of their own unique things. So that was kind of fun too, to go to some of the nicer resorts and check out those gift shops too. We ended up, since our kids weren't with us, we ended up buying way too many souvenirs for them because we miss them so much. Our next activity that we really enjoyed during our trip was resort hopping. So we did this a couple of different ways. We had rented a car, but you can't park at any of the resorts unless you're either staying there or if you have dining reservations. I'm pretty sure those are the only two circumstances that you can park at the resorts. So the way we got around, since we couldn't really drive and park at these places, was first of all, we took one entire morning and we just did a whole Skyliner loop. So we actually took the bus from, we were staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, so we took the bus from there to Caribbean Beach Resort because that's one of the Skyliner resorts. We ended up getting off at the wrong bus stop. Caribbean Beach Resort is huge, so I don't know. We kind of put that one at the bottom of our list because we're like, I don't think I'd want to walk through this whole resort. But anyway, we ended up getting off the bus really far away from where the Skyliner was, but it gave us a chance to walk around. You know, the heat index was like 120 or something crazy in the middle of July, but it was a lot of fun, and we checked out their pool. You can't go into the pool area if you're not a guest staying at that resort, but we could just kind of peek around and see and check out what the pool looked like. And we went into like the main building with the gift shop. And for us, like, we're such big Disney people, and we would love, at least I would love to someday stay at each resort. That's kind of my bucket list. So the resort hopping was really fun for us to kind of make our list in our minds, like, okay, what's our top resort that we would like to stay at? And then kind of like, where does this one rank? And it was just fun. It gave us a lot to talk about, a lot to kind of dream about for the future. And anyway, that's besides the point. So we started at Caribbean Beach Resort, checked that out, and then we took the Skyliner and we just basically stopped at all of the different resorts along the way. So we went to the Riviera. I'm not sure what order these were in, but we went to the Riviera, I can't talk. And that one, you know, it looks kind of plain on the outside, but after exploring it a little bit, that one made it kind of high on my list of resorts I want to check out. And then we went to where else? Oh, we went to like the boardwalk. We checked out not the whole boardwalk area, but part of the boardwalk area. So if you get off at the Epcot stop, you can walk over to the boardwalk. And Yacht Club and Beach Club have always been at the top of my like list of resorts I want to stay at. So it's really fun to get up close and just kind of explore a little bit and check those out. And it's definitely made me just want to stay there more. Yeah, their pool is amazing. So that was fun to see that. And then we stopped at Art of Animation. We thought about just actually grabbing lunch there because Art of Animation is kind of like our home resort. We stay there a lot. It's a value resort, and it's one of the less expensive options. So we stay there a lot, and our kids love the theming too. So it was fun to just kind of drop by there and see all that fun stuff. We didn't end up eating there. We ended up grabbing some stuff at Disney Springs, but yeah, it was fun. The only resort that we didn't go to was Pop Century. We've been there before, and it's pretty similar to Art of Animation, so we didn't think we needed to stop there too. But it was just a really relaxing morning. I don't know what it is about the Skyliner, but it's just so much fun to get up there. Just a fun way to get around. I grabbed a coffee. There's a little Joffrey stand at, I think it's at Caribbean Beach Resort. So I got a coffee and we just enjoyed, you know, the quiet, the peaceful morning, and then getting to check out all the different resorts. Our day before had been our really busy Magic Kingdom day where we walked like 9.5 miles. So it was nice to have a low-key day to check out the Skyliner. And then another day, when actually it was our Epcot day, we finished up at Epcot and had a little bit of time before we had to catch our flight home. So we decided to do a monorail loop too. So we started at Epcot, and it's just like the Skyliner. It's just fun to ride the monorail. You know, you can't ride it anywhere else but Disney, and it just feels special. So yeah, we didn't go to Contemporary because we had been there a couple days before to go to California Grill. So we just went to, first of all, I went to the Polynesian and walked around there, and then the Grand Floridian. So those are, honestly, those are like the most expensive resorts. They're the monorail resorts. But those are not really at the top of our list. It's kind of funny. That's why it was fun to look at some of the resorts that we hadn't been to, because I mean, Polynesian we kind of like, but Grand Floridian we were kind of like, I don't know, like this just isn't really our style. I don't think I would want to stay there. Anyway, my phone just cut me off, but it was fun to just look at some of those more expensive resorts and see what they were like, and you know, decide if we want to stay there someday. So yeah, that was fun. I think another way that you could get around if you want to go to some of the resorts that aren't on the Skyliner or the monorail is you could take a bus like from your resort to one of the parks, and then take a bus from the park to whatever resort you want to visit. So it's kind of annoying, but that's one way to do it too. Another thing that we really enjoyed was just checking out our resort, and we stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge. I made an entire video of my review and how much we loved it and everything. So if you're staying at a Disney resort, it is like a good idea to take a lot of time and just explore and go to the swimming pool and try out the different restaurants. And you know, if you're at a place like Animal Kingdom Lodge, there's animals to look at and just all kinds of fun stuff. So we spent hours and hours our first day just exploring Animal Kingdom Lodge. So yeah, and I think we could have spent even more time. So yeah, that's a good way to spend your time if you're not going to be in the parks. And then we didn't do this trip, but there are other places that you can, or there are other fun things you can do that are like on Disney property. Like one year we went and we did mini golf, and it was so much fun. It was, we went to, I think, Winter Summerland, and it was actually right after Christmas that we were there. So it was kind of fun seeing all the like Christmas decorations there. So that was a lot of fun. And then there's also water parks as well on Disney property. Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon are the two water parks, which we've never done one of those. That would be really fun. So yeah, lots of different things you can do without being in the parks. And then I guess the best advice I can give is just do some research, watch some videos, and just kind of look at those extra special things that you can do at the different resorts or outside of the park. Like I know there is at Fort Wilderness, they have a fun like campfire sing along, and I think you can go there and see horses and things like that, and you can go golfing, and I think you can rent supplies to go fishing. There's lots to do. You could almost do like an entire vacation at Disney and never set foot in the parks. Obviously, I'm a huge parks person. I love going to the parks, but that's why Disney World is so special. It's because there's so many other things to do too. Every moment of your vacation is like curated and made completely magical. So I know I'm a huge Disney nerd. I know there are people out there that absolutely hate Disney World, and I get that too. but our family is the opposite of that. So I hope that gives you some good ideas if you are looking for things to do on your Disney vacation that are outside of the parks or that are just going to be adults only. Obviously, Disney World is amazing if you're a kid, and they have so many things to do, in the parks and outside of the parks, but I feel like a lot of my friends don't understand. There's a ton of stuff for adults too. It doesn't have to be just kids. And Disney adults are, you know, we're not just going there to see Mickey and, and stuff like that. There's lots of great things for adults to do too. So if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe for more content like this. And thank you guys so much for watching.